Apple Car, what you need to know, 2021. The idea of having an Apple Car is incredibly appealing, even with the electric vehicle market getting increasingly competitive. It's no secret that iPhone sales have leveled off in recent years, and Apple needs that next big thing for the world to obsess about. The Apple Car could be that thing, especially if the rumors are true and the car will be completely autonomous. Rumors have circulated for years, but we've never actually heard anything official from Apple itself. But we still know that the Apple Car exists, though it may not be arriving for quite some time. But this won't just be any car. Apple is reportedly working on a fully autonomous, self-driving car. While that's nothing new, the Apple Car is said to be one you can buy and keep in your garage, rather than something you would summon from an app. It'll be a huge deal if Apple can pull it off. Details are still pretty scarce right now, but the prospect of getting the Apple Car within a few years has plenty of people excited. If you're one of them and want to learn more, you're in the right place. Here's everything we know about the Apple Car, including leaks, rumors, and that all-important release date. But before jumping into the video, make sure you're subscribed and leave a like. It helps us greatly. Now let's get to the video. Release date rumors. So far, Apple hasn't explicitly commented on the Apple Car and when we might be able to drive one. A suite of reports has claimed Apple was in talks with the likes of Hyundai and Kia to bring the Apple Car onto highways in the near future, but those look to have been squashed a little. The latest production partner rumor has LG and auto parts supplier Magna pegged as the partners to help the Apple Car become a real-world machine. And if such a deal is done, Cupertino's car could have been tipped to arrive in 2024. We need to take this with a degree of skepticism, as car making is a lot harder than smartphone designing. But things are looking quietly optimistic that we'll see the Apple Car before too long. Features. The Apple Car won't be your typical electric car. Instead, it's going to be completely autonomous and will do all the driving for you. To get around, the car is going to be equipped with LiDAR sensors that will help it see the world around it. Apple is no stranger to LiDAR, having included it on a certain amount of high-end iPhones and iPad Pros, and everything we've seen suggests it'll be coming to the Apple Car as well. LiDAR is short for light detection and ranging, and the system works by sending out pulsed lasers. Those lasers will be reflected back to the car's sensors as it hits objects, and using that information, it forms a picture of what objects are in the surrounding area and how far away they are. But LiDAR is used by almost every self-driving car out there. In fact, only Tesla has sworn off LiDAR in favor of a computational vision system. With that in mind, the Apple Car is going to need to have a fair bit of computing power behind it. And a report from analyst Colin Bondon suggests that it could all come from a C1 chip. Per Bondon, this will be based on the iPhone X's A12 Bionic and will pack in AI-centric features. Mac Rumors notes that this report is highly speculative though, and it would be quite strange for the Apple Car to be powered by a chip that will be 6 years old in 2024. The A12 is powerful, but Apple has had plenty more chips that perform even better, and it seems unlikely that it would opt for such aging hardware. What really sets the Apple Car apart, from what we've heard, is its monocell battery technology. According to reports, this maximizes the size of the cells inside the Apple Car's battery pack, which means it theoretically gets a longer range out of a single charge. Reports also claim Apple is set to use lithium iron phosphate in its batteries, rather than the usual lithium-ion solution, which is less likely to overheat. That, in turn, should make the car much safer. Where are the Apple Cars being built? Apple is, as many people know, a computing company with absolutely zero experience building and selling cars. So the prospect of it actually building the Apple Car itself is kind of laughable. It's more likely that the actual manufacturing would be outsourced to a different company with all the relevant resources already. While there's no shortage of automakers out there, it's been reported that many of them are hesitant about being involved with the Apple Car. Evidently, the big brands don't want to end up as the Foxconn of the auto industry, referencing the Taiwanese company best known for manufacturing iPhones and other products for the company. Right now, the front runner for Apple Car construction is said to be LG and the Canadian auto parts manufacturer Magna. Magna has manufacturing plants all over the world, so it's not clear which ones would be used to build the Apple Car. Earlier this year, it was reported that Hyundai was the front runner for the Apple Car, though it's since been reported that Hyundai isn't particularly interested in developing a car under someone else's name. For reasons that relate to wanting to grow its own brand, and being concerned that Apple would be taking charge and leave the Korean car maker as a factory OEM. Instead, Kia, a Hyundai subsidiary, was said to be taking the Apple Car on instead. Not only does that mean that Hyundai retains a stake in the Apple Car's success, while also keeping the project at arm's length, developing a third-party vehicle fits in well with its recently announced Plan S strategy. Unfortunately, talks broke down after news of the potential deal leaked, with Apple pausing talks and looking elsewhere. There have also been reports that the Kia deal isn't completely dead, though we haven't heard anything positive on that front in months since. Reports claim that the automaker had planned to use its Georgia plant for assembly. We don't have many details on this, but if the Apple Car is set to go on sale in the US, which seems more than likely, then a US-based assembly plant is the obvious choice, even if it means shipping in the right parts from elsewhere. Ming-Chi Kuo has also claimed that Apple is partnering up with Hyundai to use its eGMP battery electric vehicle platform. That will form the basis of the Apple Car's first chassis. Apple is also said to be considering partnerships with General Motors and European car maker PSA, who may help the Apple Car launch in its international markets. What it would look like. Given where we are in the Apple Car development cycle, there's not a lot of images out there to reveal what an Apple-designed car might look like. So we've got concept designers stepping up to fill in the gap between imagination and reality. One of the boldest designs we've seen so far comes from designer Yeezys, which released a series of renders that imagine Apple cars based on famous Apple products. Our favorite example takes a Nissan GT-R and combines it with an iPhone 12 Pro. But there are other concepts from Yeezys that draw on the original iMac and iPod for inspiration. What Apple has said. Apple is usually mum about unreleased products, and the Apple Car is no exception. However, Tim Cook has confirmed that the automotive sector has piqued Apple's interest, hinting at his company's car plans during an appearance on Kara Swisher's Sway podcast. "We investigate so many things internally," Cook said. "Many of them never see the light of day. I'm not saying that one will not." More encouragingly, Cook seemed to suggest that should Apple get involved with cars, it would not be content to merely design a software setup and hand it over to a car manufacturer. "We love to integrate hardware, software, and services, and find the intersection points of those because we think that's where the magic occurs," Cook said. "And so that's what we love to do, and we love to own the primary technology that's around that." That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed it, please leave a like and let me know in the comments if you are excited for the Apple Car, or you think it won't be so successful. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you won't miss any of our videos.